Hi guys, my name is Narayan and I welcome all the viewers in this video once again. So guys, in this video I took a very small but very important and very crucial topic here, which is known as Fortinet Web Application Firewall, which is also available on Azure. So how we can deploy it and how we can use it, I'm just gonna tell you about in this video. So guys, I request you, if you find this video informative for you, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, comment on this video, share this video and like this video. If you share this video, so it will helpful for others and it may reach to other people also. So guys, it is a very simple, again it is a firewall, but it is a from the Fortinet company, and basically it is for web application filtering or management. So it is nothing but just you need to go to your Azure account and search here Fortinet like this, and you will get this much option. So we have one web application firewall, we have one 40 voice VM for Azure, and we have 40 analyzer centralized log analyze, and next one is 40 mail security email gateway. So I'm going with this one, first one, web application firewall. I won't be configuring much thing here because I don't know much thing in that. I'm good with Sonic Wall, but the concept is same because it is also a firewall, just company name is different and little bit interface is different. Same thing will be happening over there, whatever we do from Sonic Wall firewalls. So we need to create here. Okay, just create, click on this, and this is just we can go through websites also. We can find lots of thing about it in detail. If you want, you can go. So I'm just guys creating click, I mean clicking on create, and I'm giving name. Right, first of all, so I'm giving like my name only, Narayan 40. I gave this name. Okay, now that you can select version, which version you want to go. So I'm just going whichever is coming, like here higher version, this one I'm going 8.5.6, and here we need to give administrator name who can access this. So again I gave my name, and for password for this administrator name should not be starting with uppercase, so I gave small, and password for this, so we will use this for accessing this firewall. Now we need to create one resource group because I don't have anything as of now. So I'm just giving 40 RG resource group I give, and I'm accessing this on South India location. So we have to provide this much information. This is just creation, and now we need to have one virtual network as well as subnet. So and one virtual machine as well. So I don't have anything. You can just go and create one virtual network. Default whatever is coming, I'm just selecting same, not changing anything. Name you can change, and for subnet also you can select public facing subnet here, outside subnet name, and this is your outside subnet address prefix automatically, or it is taking, I'm not making any changes here. Inside subnet name. Okay, and if you want to change you can change it. Now we have to select one virtual machine also here. For that, just go to this instance, whatever you want to take from here or whichever is good for you. So I'm going with this 8 GB RAM and 4 CPUs, and select. Now click OK, and here again you, it is asking for IP assignment, public IP. So how you gonna assign it, is statically or dynamically? So if you go to dynamically, it will be taking IP address, or automatically it will be generating. So if you go here, we'll see if you want to create any new, you can create. So I'm just giving OK, that's it, nothing more than that, and dynamically selecting OK. So this is the final validation what we have selected here. Okay, version, this one, password, username, and this is your outside network, this is inside network, and virtual machine is standard F4S, and dynamically I am assigning this public IP address and select OK. Validation is passed. Now just we need to click buy here, because if you are using a hardware one, then you will have to uh, purchase license to activate that firewall here like this. So as of now I'm not going for that, so I'm just selecting it as it is. Okay, this is the term and condition, like if you want to purchase that license, then you will have to provide all the details, prepared email address. It will create an account on uh, website, on their website. So I'm not doing all those things, I'm just going with basic things here. So it will take couple of minutes for this deployment. Once it is done, we will get one public IP address. Okay, from that public IP address we can access this firewall, and we can configure as per our requirement. So as of now, if I go to this one, so it is just 15 seconds. It is creating multiple thing. It will create like a web protected VNet, NSG group, availability set. So these are the prerequisites, you can say, it is required before we deploy it. And it created one NIC also, NIC1, NIC0, NIC1 network interface automatically as per the requirement what it required. So let me pause this guys for a while. Once it is done, I will continue. So still it is going on. Let me pause it. So guys, uh, it got deployed here. Let me go to this one and close this. Now as you can see here, what name I had given here, I need this public IP address. Okay, this is the public IP address. We want this to access or to take a remote of that Fortinet. Okay, so as you can see here, I just deployed here that Fortinet firewall, and this is the virtual machine what I had taken at that time. And let me try to connect this, whether it is going to connect or not. So nothing is coming. We can access it through SSH. RDP is not there. Okay, so SSH is available here for the configuration. Backend configuration you can do by CLI mode, command line mode, but I'm good with, I mean, I prefer this one GI mode, so I'm just going with this. And username what I had given there, and now that password. So this is the console of 40 web application firewall. Here we will see the dashboard first of all. So guys, this is how we can access our Fortinet firewall. If you see here, host name what I had given, serial number it came, and operation mode, reverse proxy change we can change if required, update firmware from here, just like Sonic Ball. The interface is little bit different, that is the only thing we see here. System resources, you can say CPU usage, memory usage, log disk space connections. So nothing is there, just now we have deployed it. So multiple things here, 40 guard information if you see here, VM licenses and invalid update, lots of things. So I'm not good with this because I have just thought to deploy it. So the basic things, as you can see here, same as I can see the way we have in other firewall, like status, again policy status, if we have deployed any policies here. Okay, so this is high availability topology. If we talk about, we can create it, like I'm not going inside this too much. So if we go to policy status here, so back to, nothing is there as of now here. This is complete empty. And this is, if we go to back, this is a dashboard basically. If you now go to network interface, the first and most important thing, so this is just I deployed from there, so it gave two ports only, so port 1, port 2, and if we have physical hardware, then we will have multiple, some around 10 ports. Okay, so it is depend on how much port you are using or you are purchasing, like that. So this is just demo you can see. Bring down, bring up, you can do from here itself. And if you need to edit those LAN interface, you can do it by clicking here, and you can configure like what IP you want to give, like manually. If you want to assign, you can assign from here. You can select administrative what you want, web browser, ping, or telnet. These are the administrative things you can do, just like sonic valve firewall for IP version 6, also IP version uh, 4. So manually, or DHCP, I'm leaving DHCP and just okay. I'm not doing anything, I'm just telling you the basic things, because even I don't know much thing about it. So root we can define here, just like router, right? uh, Static root if you want, or policy root you want, you can do it from here. Just go to static root. It is just like router. Okay, create new. So here you will have to assign destination IP version 4 or IP version 6, then again this thing IP version or gateway, and port, which port you want to assign, and you can configure it from here. Policy root, incoming, outgoing, source IP address, gateway, create new. So again you see here incoming interface which one, and source address, destination address, force traffic, so from it should go, which port it should go basically. So you can define from here. Now DNS, if you want to assign DNS, then you can assign here, and packet capture option is there. Whatever the traffic is going from this firewall, you can capture from here, like any interface and filter. If you want to put, you can put like a port, you can put here it whatever, whichever you want to put, right? And maximum packet count. So these are the just basic thing I'm telling you guys. You can do much more if you know. Like if we talk about firewall policies here, and firewall address, and firewall services, so let's see what does it is actually. So it is just like I believe firewall policy we can create here, create new. So I don't have much idea about what is this guys. Port 1 again, and port 2, if I select source, nothing is coming. So I can't tell you anything much about this because nothing is coming. You, if you know guys, you can do it easily, but I'm just telling you how you can do it from Azure rather than accessing your firewall, basic hardware firewall. And this is firewall service. If we create anything here, name, TCP, UDP, so you must be knowing much about this one operation. Again guys, this proxy we need to configure, it seems. Mode, basically it is by default, this one will be allowed. And config synchronization is not valid, so I can't tell you much thing about this. Admin, if I talk about this admin, then just simply you can create multiple users here, change password, and give access. And here profile, if you want, you can create new profile, like who will be having what kind of rights. And if we go to settings, so here also you can put like web administration, just like I'm accessing here, it is not secured, right? So as you can see here, it is not HTTPS, it is coming HTTP. So from here also you can define this, enable a strong password, enable single admin user login, and this thing. Next, certificate. If you go to certificates, then guys, here you can generate multiple certificates, like certificate admin certificate authority, basically this one. And for this local, if you have to generate for other or you have to import here, you can import from here. And this is also for import process only. Admin certificate if you have a certificate authority, local and certificate authority. And if you need to generate certificates, then you will have to go to here like local. You need to create any certificate, just click here generate certificate on generate, and certificate name, host IP address, organization name you will have to give, organizational unit you will have to give, organization, city, and this much information you need to provide here to generate a certificate. Like remote, again you will have to create new. These are the basic thing, guys. I don't know much. You just if you know, just go through internet. You can learn lots of things here. And similarly, intermediate CA, again we can import and we can create group here. Certificate verify, create name, certificate authority group. As of now we have not created, so it is not showing anything. URL certificate. So these are the things. If you just log in and see what are the things available here. And if I talk about topology, it will give you single server or multiple server if we have here. So as of now nothing will come. I'm telling you, this content routing will give you this is just view if something is configured, how it is happening here, like traffic source and user. Again guys, if you go to user, local user, remote user, if you have created policy, the main important policy here. So you can create policies like server policy. For example, if you loading, please wait. Okay, so I'm giving testing, and here deployment mode, http content routing or virtual server. Please select create new. We don't have any server, so again here we will have to give name. I'm giving my name, and this thing interface port 1 and okay. So like this you can do lots of things here. And the most important about next to this one is web content, web protection profile. So again if you want, you can create, you will have to provide this much information. And here web protection, DOS protection, you can enable so much things from here. Attacks, if you want to configure such things here. Authentication, site publish, I was talking about this one. And threat weights. So guys, just have it deployed at your end, and if you know much thing you can go through. I just tried to tell you how we can deploy from Azure and access it. So guys, if it is informative for you, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, comment on this video, like this video and share this video. Till then, bye bye guys.